Hey guys, it is your Gypsy here, Brianna, and I wanted to talk about the November forecast. I'm a little late, but I'm still on time, so just bear with me. I'm gonna jump back to the new moon we had in Scorpio, which was on the 7th. We'll talk about that really quick, and then we'll just jump into the month of November. So really, the new moon in Scorpio was teaching us about life and death, the seen and unseen, really the meaning inside the words, like getting in the depths of what happens around us. We live on the surface a lot of times, and a lot of people don't pay attention to what's really buried underneath some of the things we say or some of the things we do. So the new moon in Scorpio was really wanting you to dig deep into that space, into what is really happening underground, under the unknown. So we're really still living in the depths of all the stuff that we've kind of lived with and developed this year, and all these crazy retrogrades and changes and political issues and politics and life and struggles, life and death, and all of this crap we've been dealing with. We're still kind of living in those murky waters, but with the Scorpio energy, we can handle it, right? We can dig really deep and live really underneath all those yummy and ugly depths and be comfortable with that. So this new moon, sorry guys, I didn't put on a real shirt. I just didn't feel like it. This new moon is about all of that, like getting into, like I said, really paying attention to the seen and unseen, the words underneath, the meaning underneath the words, right? It's really a feminine new moon, so a lot of you guys might feel softer, sexier, sweeter, and that's a good thing. That's always a great thing. And even my men, it is always great to get in touch with your feminine energy, because you need that too. You need the yin and yang. We can't make all this sauciness if we don't have both pieces. So embrace your soft nature, your urge to cuddle and kiss and feel and touch and say nice things, and just love, enjoy that. Really continue to speak your truth. Just live in that, and that is really the thing for November anyway. So it's a great thing that the new moon is encouraging to do that. Speak your truth. Speak your truth. Live your truth. Be your truth. It's really the thing for November, so I'm kind of jumping into that right now. I really want you to think about massive endings and amazing beginnings. That's what we're working with right now. And guess where we are? Right? So you got these massive endings, these enormous beginnings, but we're still right here. So it may feel uncomfortable because you're digging in the depths. We're still, like I said, in those murky waters, and that's okay, because we're all going to come up like this soon, and it's going to feel amazing. So just kind of be present in the moment, be thankful, and move slow, right? Because moving slow, let's make that lead us right into November's forecast. Sorry, girl needs her coffee. So the November forecast really is, like I said, speak your truth. It is about truth. November is all about truth. It is about authentically and honestly being in your truth. The ugly truth, the beautiful truth, the uncomfortable truth, the positive truth. It's about being in all of those truths. The truth in ourselves. I'm not a makeup girl, never have been. What you see is what you get. Being in that truth, in that uncomfortable truth, even at home, even in public, being in your truth. So I really want you to think the theme for November, if I had wonderful graphics, it would go, truth. Don't worry, no. No, really though. So I say your truth is complete and unique to you. Listen to me. Your truth is complete and unique to you. Meaning your truth might make other people uncomfortable. Your truth might make everybody in your energy circle uncomfortable. But if it's really and authentically your truth, you've got to do that. And those people that are uncomfortable maybe dealing with their own truths, and their own truths may be affected by yours. And in turn, that's why you guys all feel like you're going through this murky waters, this uncomfortable madness, because we're all living in my truth. Oh, my song just came on. We're all living in that uncomfortable truth. So embrace that. Embrace the truth. Remember, your truth is uniquely yours. It's going to look completely different to somebody else. Be prepared for that. Really be prepared. Trust your intuition. Trust that little voice that's speaking to you at all times. It is the right thing. It is leading you in the right way. I have never heard anybody say they listened to their intuition and it didn't work out. I've never heard it. I've never heard somebody say they really authentically listened to the voice inside of them and it was wrong. November wants you to listen. It wants you to embrace your truth. It wants you to allow those massive and uncomfortable endings to end so that you can have these beautiful beginnings. And you can only make that happen if you live in the truth. You live in that space, that in that middle. So trust your intuition. Trust your intuition. Trust your intuition. Trust your inner voice. That little person that loves you, and your spirit guide, and my wonderful ancestors that lead me, and all the spirits that pass through my space and tell me things. I trust them. I trust them. They're not here to hurt me. I trust that they are leading me in the right direction. Trust your own intuition. Whatever your intuition is saying or leading you to, be comfortable with that. Embrace that truth and go there. Truth is often felt before it can be verbalized. And we all have this, right? We all know you're in that relationship or that job or you're in a yoga studio and you're sitting there and you're just not comfortable. You can feel that it's not the right space for you to be in because you feel truth before you can ever verbalize it. So some of you may be feeling all of these things bubble inside of you, and you may feel like, what the hell is going on? Because I can't verbalize it. I literally can't express it. I can't journal it. It doesn't make sense. The pro and con list doesn't work. That's okay, because truth is felt before it can be verbally expressed. So if you're feeling a lot of things, let that happen. Meditate in that. Be mindful in that space. Take down notes, just how you're feeling. Maybe why I'm feeling this way. I woke up feeling blah, blah, blah. And leave it there. You don't have to explain it and define it. Just know that you are listening to that intuition and you're listening to that truth so that you can find your happy space, your place where you need to be. Don't run from what's happening, right? Don't run from your feelings. Don't run from those little bubbles. Don't run from that voice. Just listen. Embrace your truth. Embrace your truth. Embrace your truth. Trust your truth. Listen to your intuition. Let the truth be felt before it can be expressed. Don't question the aha moment. If it does happen, if you have that wonderful breakthrough this month, fucking embrace that shit. Don't panic when you get the aha. Say, really love that and embrace that. Don't freak out if you get the aha moment. And whatever it is, that aha moment may be uncomfortable truth to you for you to deal with at that moment, but just accept the aha moment. Don't try to define it or explain it or push it away or not listen. Just embrace it. Embrace your truth. Live your truth. Be your truth. Hear your truth. Feel your truth. Again, speak your truth, but remember, it looks different for everybody, meaning your truth could possibly make other people uncomfortable. I just want to say that if you feel like right now is the time, I'm not a huge holiday person. I love being my family, but I'm not a huge holiday person. But a lot of people are getting into the holiday season, right? You got Thanksgiving, you got Christmas, Kwanzaa, you have all of your holidays. If I didn't name it, I apologize, I don't know a lot of them. But it's a time where we get around family. And maybe people we haven't seen in a long time. And so maybe we left something unsaid. Because remember, November is about the unseen and the seen. The life and death. The meaning underneath the words. Remember that new moon? So we're still gonna be feeling that. So if you go to a family's function and you start to feel all these things bubble up and you didn't know where they were coming from, you thought you dealt with them, you don't have to say anything sometimes, right? Because truth is felt before it is verbalized. Just be mindful of what's happening. Think about it. If you feel like you need to express that truth, please understand that it is okay to express that truth, especially if it's your real truth, but know that it could make people uncomfortable. Because fuck it, we all make other people uncomfortable. I never apologize for making somebody uncomfortable with me being myself. If I'm truly being who I am and I make you uncomfortable, well, that's your problem, not mine. I'm cool. But just know that you could have to deal with their problem, right? Like now I have to explain why you uncomfortable because I'm me or I'm expressing my truth. Just know that it is okay to speak your truth, but know that it looks differently from each and every person. So your truth may make somebody uncomfortable. Be prepared for that. That's all I'm saying. And sometimes truth is seen, truth is felt before it is seen. So maybe you can feel it out before you say anything. One of the big things I want to talk about is just slowing down. And I don't mean just like, everybody thinks, oh, slow down, we take rest. It's okay to take a rest. Don't panic. Rest is okay. But I just really mean slow down. Slow down in the way you think. Slow down in the way you talk. Slow down in the way you express yourself. Slow down in the way you practice. Slow down in the way you write. Slow down. Be appreciative of what's happening right now in your space, because the universe wants you to live your truth. The universe wants us all to live in our truth. There is a lot of crazy shit going on in the world, and I do not watch TV. I do not read the news because I do not want to know. It makes me free. I will be crying every day, like for real, and I can't. But the world is going through a lot of shit right now, and one of the reasons why is because we haven't been living honestly and truthfully. And unfortunately, the truth is now bubbling out like a volcano, and it's making a lot of people uncomfortable because we've been living behind masks for way too long. Way too fucking long. And now masks is coming off, and people are like, holy shit, I didn't even know that was behind that. I've been next to this person all this time. I'm uncomfortable with that truth. But that's what it is. So, in saying all that to say, truth looks completely different from each and every one of us. But if we all authentically and honestly live our truth, we could come together and be a beautiful thing. We really could. So just slow down and all of that. We are still working through a few retrogrades. We still have our Venus retrograde, Mercury retrogrades, and a few other planets, Jupiter. But this is the end of it. November is going to close every retrograde, and we'll be smooth sailing until about March 2019. Pisces season. But so don't worry about retrogrades or miscommunications. Right now, it's just being truthful. Just live in your truth. You are authentically and honestly being yourself and feeling it. You're gonna be okay. Your truth will lead you in the right direction. If you listen to your intuition, your Jiminy Cricket, or whatever you call it, you'll be okay. I promise, you'll be okay. Think of November as a climax. We're closing up the month. I want you to think about November as that point where you get there and you're like, I got that aha moment and I'm feeling it. I'm embracing it. I'm loving it. And then, right? November is about the climax. It is the climax in our life. We have hit the very peak of everything. We are at the cusp of this wonderful and beautiful beginning, but we can only get there if we're honest and truthful. So if you keep fighting it and pulling back, you're just going to build that climax up bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger until you fucking implode. It's going to happen, whether you like it or not. So, you want to make it easy or you want to make it hard? I mean, really. I want you to think of November as Truth Month. Every time you say something, run it by and say, is this my honest to goodness truth? And am I Am I comfortable with this being my truth and making somebody else uncomfortable? If it is, there's no harm in that. We are all beautiful beings. We are all trying to live this human experience, even though we are magnetic energy. So take your time, slow down, be thankful, and most importantly, please live in your truth. Be you, whoever that is. Be you. Thanks for tuning in with me. Sorry November forecast was so late, but look, I'm just being truthful. I got a lot of shit to do. I got 3 kids, y'all. Uh, love, light, and magic. Gypsy out.